Hi, I'm Karen's.
Hi, I'm Doron.
And I'm Neil.
Escbeat. And we're the Escbeat team. Today we're going to talk about the Israeli selection, Hashir, Shelanu Eurovision. Eden Elena will represent Israel. Last year she won the Israeli national final called Hakochav Haba Eurovision. And thereafter, she had kind of national final with 4 songs, with a song that has been chosen by jury and televoting. In 2021, she was internally selected by the Israeli broadcaster Khan. 9 songs participated in the first round of the national final, and now we have only 3 songs among them that will participate in the national final itself, in the national selection. Today we're gonna review the 3 songs. Okay, so the national selection of that year will be held on the 25th of January, which means on Monday. And let's get started by reviewing the 3 songs. The first song which we're gonna talk about will be Set Me Free. Neil, do you want to start?
Okay. I will start then. Probably the most safest of the 3, I believe. When was it the demo version? I kind of liked it, but at the same time there were like better songs. And when the results of the song were out, I was surprised it managed to get, and it was like cherry pick. Good pick though. Yeah, it's a good pick. I seen the music video. I love it. I like it. It's very simple, but very powerful and very it's a good strong safe pick for Eden. So yeah. That's my opinion.
Great.
Okay, so I was actually kind of surprised when this was the jury pick for Eden, because when I heard the demo version, it wasn't one of my favorite. I must be honest that since I heard Eden's version to that song, it's kind of grew up on me. I really like it today, but sadly, I think the chorus is weaker than the verse. So I feel like Eden have better choices. Set Me Free is really nice. The song is good. The lyrics are good. You know, they have like a very amazing energy. It sounds like Eden really, really enjoys singing that songs, and she really like uplifting your spirit when she sings that. But she have better songs.
Okay. So I must confess that the song ruined me. I wasn't a big fan of it when we heard the demo versions, but when I heard Eden performing it, I kind of like it. I like the opening with the process keyboards playing, and we had a chance to finally see and finally hear actually the strength of Eden vocal, because I think that her adventures came when she performed ballads or power ballads. And the song is kind of mid-tempo, but it has the foundations of ballads as well as uplifting things. So it's a good combination for her. I kind of agree with Karen's. It's kind of safe side of the safe choice, but sometimes safe is better. Sometimes, not always. I also like the revamping with the last minute, that it's kind of new to the songs. It wasn't included in the demo version. Eden has her, her pitch there, the peak of the song, which elevates her voice. So I think that the whole package kind of be a good choice. I'm not sure if the perfect one, but regarding the 3 of the songs, I think this option is kind of good. And I'm almost sure that Eden will perform it very well on the stage. So it has my like. Great. So the second song we will talk about will be Nir. I know you're waiting for it. Ooh la la.
Yeah, as Doron said, ooh la la, that's my favorite for the evening. Sadly, Khan has changed the way we're gonna select the song, and we won't be able to see Eden perform it live before they select the song, which is kind of sad because that's the kind of song I want Eden to sing live in Eurovision, but I'm not sure how she's gonna make it because that's really different from the character of Eden because the song has kind of like a different vibe in it, and Eden, I don't know, Eden is like a saint. It's like an angel, sorry. She's like so pure and elegant, and the song has more sense of nerve inside, like is in the face, and that's why I wanted to see her perform it live. But the song itself is good. Listen, that's something different. We don't hear those kind of songs in Eurovision till now, until maybe the first one was Fuego that was like explode all over, and now the Eurovision became more like, you know, like the top 20 in every country, like the latest, the newest music. That's really
Billboard.
updated. That's the new vibe, and that's what Israel needs to send to Eurovision.
Great. Karins?
To be honest, when I heard the demo version, I hated it. A big hate, big hate. But it grew on me for some reason. When she released the final version, when Eden was singing, it grew on me. It's like how? um, yeah, I agree with not sure how she gonna perform it live because I was curious as well. Um, yeah, I believe she gonna sing well, all three songs in live. Um, yeah, yeah, it's good song. It's my favorite. It's not one of my favorites, but it's a grower for sure.
Great. So I kind of agree with both of you. I mean, I didn't like the song when I heard it in the demo version. My biggest problem was actually the lyrics. You know, they tried to combine three different languages: Hebrew, French, English, and especially the Hebrew lyrics are just. I don't feel the connection between them. I feel that the melody was the one who lead the song, not the lyrics, and the lyrics were just a filler sometimes. But my biggest problem here is the match between Eden and the song, because I think that Eden is kind of good girl and Angel, as Nir have said. But you know, you have to be kind of sassy, kind of bad girl, kind of in your face thing, which I don't see Eden can suggest. I really like her as a performer. I really like her as a vocalist, but I just don't recognize that side in her personality. I think that if, for example, Afina Manukian had that song, she could really do well with it because it reminds me of Armenia 2020 in the vibes, in the style. Unfortunately, I kind of feel that Eden either is not connected to the songs. I kind of see it in the video clip. You know, you can see it on her face, in the mimics. Uh, however, I think that if this is the song that Eden will perform at Rotterdam, I do think she can do the best with it and give all of her in order to make it the most you know, the better that she can do with that song. But still, I'm not a big fan. I'm sorry. And by the way, I want to mention that I really like the beginning of the song with all the urban music. It develops to a, you know, kind of a rhythm, a beat that repeats all the song, and the frame is kind of good. so I want to mention it. I'm not that negative, but still, that's my opinion. Okay, so the
Yeah.
first song which we'll talk about will be La La Love.
All I wanna do is la 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 love. La 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 love.
AKA Toy 2.0. Yeah, I will start it then. Oh, my favorite from three, to be honest. But from the there was a song in demo version called Shoulders, much better song, and it was my original winner, but didn't make it. So yeah, we'll go for La La Love. Why not? Yeah, like I said before, it sounds so like a remixed version of Toy mashed with another Netta song, and has like Netta vibes. Weirdly, it suits Eden because didn't expect it. And in the music video, the outfits pick, but I like the hint of a Toy's cat. Like there's like in the shelf, like yeah, I like that. I very like that. Yeah. So yeah. I hope she's gonna sing well in Eurovision because she's one of my favorites last year. So yeah, who's next?
Here?
So I believe that this is the song that Eden wants to send to Eurovision. It feels like that's the vibe we're getting. I'm not sure that's the correct one for Eden. I like the song. I like the lyrics. It's kind of like, like a tweet for the situation that we have these days with COVID, especially with the lyrics, love is my disease. I don't need no medications. So it's nice. The song is good. It's catchy. It's really, really catchy. Like I found myself in the car going to work and really like, buzzing it all the time. But in the same time, I can't, as you know, as a Eurovision fan, I can't hear the word La La Love and not compare it to Cyprus La La Love. So for me, it's kind of hard, but still, La La Love is a good choice for Israel. It's better than the demo version, no doubt. It's, with the video now it looks like they can do a lot more on stage. So I'm kind of impressed from Eden. Like I'm talking now in general from all three songs. Well done for Eden. Like she did an amazing job with the songs, taking them to like a different direction. And to my opinion, La La Love will be the song that will be chosen on the 25th. But it's my second favorite for the night.
Okay. So I kind of agree. First of all, Eden did an amazing job with all the three songs. I can see the improvement, not kind of improvement because, that were different singers that performed the demo versions, but still I can see the development of the song. We couldn't resist the waving cat at the video clip. So it's kind of hinting Toy, yeah, the waving one. I think that there's something in the song that's really similar to Netta's and Basa Sababa, the electronic drop there. And who knows, but we still don't know who are the writers and composers behind the songs. It will be revealed only at the night of the national selection or even the day after.
I won't be surprised if La 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 was written by Toy's songwriter. I won't be surprised if the same. It has the same like vibe, so I won't. If that's true, I won't be surprised. That's what I want to say.
As far as we know, let's just mention that Doron Madali said that he didn't write any song this year for the Israeli selection. But maybe Stav Beger, that composed Toy together with Doron Madali for Netta, maybe Stav Beger is behind. We don't know that. We will know that, as Doron said, maybe during the show, or maybe just right after we have a winner, in order not to get like any kind of influence because of the composers. Just give the stage to the songs.
Which is a good option, actually.
Of course.
We have to judge it only by the song, by the performance. But about La La Love, there is something that bothers me in the lyrics. You know, I want to infect my generation. Kind of, I don't see it a similar choice. A similar choice. Well, we still have the COVID situation. Um, I do see Eden see it as her favorite song to perform. She even kind of confessed it in the special live streaming that was held today by Khan.
And in carpool karaoke,
Yeah,
it just looks like she's like into it.
she was so happy to performing it.
Yeah.
In contrast to the two others, especially Ulala, she was like, "Shall I perform it?" So I kind of get that vibe. I think the song has a potential. It's catchy. It's very catchy. It's memorable. It still has some things to improve in, but I think that the whole package is good enough to go with her to Rotterdam. I'm not worried because we have still something like 3 months until the performance, so everything can be changed from revamping to dancing movement to the vocal performance itself. But there is not something that a little bit generic in the song. I don't speak about the production because that's the good thing in the song, but something in the lyrics or the melody kind of flatty for me. But still, the song is good. So just a little note for me. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you an interesting question. I want everyone to mention their prediction and their favorite, which is not always the same.
I will start. I think both in my prediction and in my top favorite three. I think Set Me Free will be number 3. My favorite one is Ooh La La. And my second favorite one is La La Love. But I believe in the real life, we will have Ooh La La in the second place and La La Love go straight to Rotterdam.
Yeah.
Lawrence?
Remember Roxanne from Romania? She has a song I'll Call You, another songs she doesn't care about it. It's gonna be same thing in my opinion. The song the most she's into it is La La Love, and as the prediction and real life is gonna win the selection, and I hope she will do well in that semi in Eurovision.
Well, so I'll be. My opinion is different from you.
You be the bad guy. You're always the bad guy.
My favorite is actually Set Me Free.
I knew that. I knew that.
Are we surprised? No.
Because, you know, I think that it has a perfect match between Eden and the song, vocally at least. I know that the song kind of not surprising at a certain point, but I do think it's enough. I do think it's better than the two others, but it's not my prediction. What I predict is actually that Ooh La La gonna win that national selection, not La La Love. I do think that there is a non-trivial intersection between La La Love and Ooh La La, which means that there are people who just will love the both of them, but they have to vote only one of them. So actually, I see Set Me Free ending second and not third. And although I kind of agree that Eden preferred La La Love, I think she will be disappointed. But I still can trust her that she will be the best performer for each one of the songs. I just see the hype over the Ooh La La, and I kinda have a difficulties seeing it not winning the national selection. So therefore, my prediction is Ooh La La. But we'll see about it.
There's a quote, well, not quote. It's like there's a quote. Not always fan favorites win.
Yeah, that's true.
So who knows? Maybe Set Me Free gonna win. I hope, because the safest choice, but from a uniqueness style of.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that each one of the three or one of them can get to the top 10 at Eurovision?
Close enough. 11th.
Close enough?
If we talk about a grand final, 11th or 12th. If we don't talk about semi-final, under top 5 for sure.
Okay. I think the only one have a chance to reach the top 10 is Ooh La La, because it's just different. And we're gonna hear a lot of ballads and a lot of pop song, until the Eurovision comes in May. But I don't think we're gonna hear something as different as Ooh La La. And that's why I want Ooh La La to win.
Yeah, I can see why. Name-wise, yeah, will I do well if in Eurovision. So yeah, I won't be mad if I'm gonna win. It's gonna grow on me, and I'm gonna start loving it. So yeah.
I want to focus on your question and actually ask and answering another question. Will Israel qualify? Because we have the semifinals before the grand final, and I'm kind of concerned because semifinal one will be the tough one, at least according to the list of participating countries at that semi. We have Sweden, we have Russia, Ukraine, Norway, Lithuania, if they choose the route, for example, Malta, that has Destiny, which is a very good vocalist, and Azerbaijan, that almost always qualify except with the Excel. So we have kind of, we still haven't heard the songs, etc. But we kind of have 5 to 7 almost certain qualifiers. So the battle will be very hard. And imagine that, just an example, that Croatia choose Nina Krajlic, which really can surprise us. And as I always saying, and Nir is kind of tired of me, Anna Soklic can be the dark horse. I'm still saying it every single minute, I know. So Eden would have a tough time, I think. Not because she is not good enough. She is, but the semifinal is kind of bloodbath, I kind of see of 2 or 3 songs that just remained out of the race only because the allocation draw. If Israel was allocated to the second semifinal, I would definitely say that Israel have the chance to qualify. So I think that first of all we have to get to pass the semifinal to qualify from. And about the grand final itself, it's still early to say, but I do agree that Ooh La La is the unique one, although it's not my favorite, but it is the unique one. So it has a potential to do well, or at least better than the 2 others. But I'm not changing my mind. Set Me Free should be sent to Rotterdam.
Okay, guys, we're soon to find out. In the meantime, if you like our review, click here and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to listen to Escbeat on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and in all the social medias. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Bye, guys.